Well, you have to understand that there is a great power in the universe that is trying to get you the ideas you need to achieve your goals. So you go right back to, I want to increase my income. So I say to people, you want to double your income in the next 2 to 3 years? Everybody says yes. I say, well, it's a reasonable goal. A lot of people in this room will double their income in the next 2 or 3 years. So how do you do it? And I say, well, could you increase your productivity, because your income is determined by the value of your contribution, the results that you get for others that they will pay you for. They say, well, yeah, so could you increase your productivity by 1/10% in 1 day? That's 1/1000th in a day. Could you be 1/1000th more productive in 1 day? And people say, well, of course, you could probably be twice as productive in 1 day if you just focused on your most important task and did only that. But let's just say 1/1000th. We're not talking about 100%, we're talking about 1/1000th. Having done it for the first day, could you do it for the second day? Yes. Could you do it for the third day? I mean, if you were really determined. If you had a gun to your head, could you do it? Yes. So you could do it for 5 days. Well, that would be 1/2%. Do you think you could be 1/2% more productive over the course of an entire week? They say, well, of course. 1/2%. Could you do it for the next 4 weeks? Now, there's 13 4-week months in a year, 52 weeks divided by 4. So, having done it for a month, that's 2% more productive in a whole month. Could you do it for the next month? And the answer is yes, because now you're getting into the rhythm of better productivity, you're learning new skills, you're managing your time better, and so on. If you do this for an entire year, at the end of the year, you'll be 26% more productive. That's without compounding. Could you do that? Could you do that if you really wanted to? If your life depended upon it, could you do it? People say, yes, of course. Well, having done it for the first year, could you do it for the second year? And they say, well, yes, of course, because now you're into the rhythm. It's easier and easier. It's like skiing. You go faster and faster and faster. You develop what is called the momentum principle of success. Could you do it for 10 years? Well, 26% compounded over 10 years is 1,004%. So you'd increase your productivity, performance, and output, and your results by 10 times in 10 years. So you'd increase your income 10 times as well. And people will line up at your door to hire you at 10 times what you're earning today, because you are so valuable and so productive. And people say, And I say, I just told you, that's what everybody does. Everybody who's earning 10 times as much as you did not do it in a big leap. If it's a big leap, it gets into the newspapers. But the people who are doing really well did it incrementally. It's called the law of incremental improvement, or the law of accumulation. Every great success is an accumulation of many little tiny efforts that nobody ever sees or appreciates, but they start to accumulate like a snowball. They start to build up and build up, and over the course of years the person is more and more productive. And when you're looking for ideas, you'll have ideas that will help you to be more productive. I could do this and I could do that, and you read this article. Oh, that's a great article. Sometimes you just find one idea that will cause your life to go off into a different direction, change it completely, but you never know what the idea is going to be, so you must bombard your mind with many ideas, just knowing that the right idea will come to you at the right time. And it always does. It always does, if you will just keep being open to new ideas.
It's incredible because, but you've got to have those goals in the first place in order to actually then trigger those ideas.
Yes,
absolutely.
It's like you want to start off to a distant destination. Well, you've got to be clear about the destination. Then you find the way to get there. You find the right route, the wrong route. You change this, you stop this. You go here, you go there. But you've got to be clear about where you're going. It's like if you're going through London traffic. Oh my Lord! I mean, you have to be turning and twisting and turning and in and around and back and corners, everything else. But you know where you're going. So it's the final goal that organizes your entire trip.